Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to look at how questions are set in English Language Essay, Paper 2, Section A. But before you go into this, let me remind you that in my previous video, we looked at how questions are set in English Language Paper 1, Lexis and Structure for WAEC and NECO. If you have not watched that video, please watch that video, like, subscribe, and give us a feedback in your comment section. Now back to our topic. In English Language Essay for WAEC and NECO, there are 5 questions from 5 different essay topics. For paper 2, which is the essay, we actually have 3 sections there: Section A, Section B, and Section C. Section A is the essay, Section B is the comprehension, and then Section C is the summary. But we are going to treat Section A in this particular video. These 5 essay topics are the informal letter, article writing, formal letter writing, debate, and story writing. Question 1 usually is on the informal letter. We all know the informal letter. Letters that we write to our friends, to our classmates, to our parents, to our uncles, our aunties, and our siblings. That is for question 1. And then for question 2, usually a question on article writing, where the questions that come are asked that a candidate should write an article for publication in a national newspaper or a school magazine. And then for question 3, the question is usually a formal letter. The question can come in different forms, either a letter to your principal, a letter to the chairman of your parents' forum, a letter to the Minister for Education or the Minister for Agriculture, or a letter to the editor. While question 4 is on a debate topic, and the question will either make you speak for or against a given topic, you speak for or against a given motion, or you propose or oppose a motion. Question 5 is on story writing, where you are given an ending to either illustrate a saying, a pride goes before a fall, or a story ending with a statement, I wish I had never met the man. I wish I had never met the man. Now you must note also again that out of all these questions, you are expected to pick and answer one question. If as a candidate you are given 5 questions and you have to pick and answer one question, that means you must pick that question that you know and know very, very well. When I mean know very well, that means you can give the answer to that question without any fear, without any doubt in your mind. Because all these questions I'm talking about are going to be marked under 4 headings: content, organization, expression, and mechanical accuracy. So if you don't have anything to write in the content, if you are not familiar with that question, you are going to make a fool of yourself. And so to avoid such, you must pick that question that you know very well. These topics I'm talking about, headings I'm talking about, is something we have to talk about in another video. But just take note that they will mark under 4 headings. And so if you do not have a knowledge of that particular question, you are going to find yourself not giving the right answers and scoring very low marks, which you cannot actually avoid if you pick the question you know very well. All questions carry equal marks, whether difficult or simple. So when you are picking any question, remember that you are not writing this exam, the exam, because you want to appeal to the examiner. You want the examiner to know that you are this candidate is a special one. He's picking the difficult question. Or when you leave the examination hall, you want to meet your friends and say, I answered that question on article writing. I answered that question on story writing. When you know in your heart of hearts, you don't have enough information. You don't have enough answer. If the instruction says or question carry equal marks, then look for the question that you know very well, so that you find yourself, you don't have any problem. This one question that you're supposed to answer, the duration is 50 minutes. You are given 50 minutes to answer that one question. And that one question carries 50 marks. Again, you should also note that the instruction says you should write 450 words and above. 450 words and above. Many of you will wonder, they say 450 words, how are they going to count it? The examiners have as their marking in their marking guides how these things will be counted, and we all have different handwritings. So if they say write 450 words and above, you should write 450 words and above. There's no harm in writing and having a very long essay that is more than 450 words, but there's a penalty if the essay is less than 450 words. And please note that here we are not treating questions, we are just looking at how questions are set. In subsequent videos, we are going to treat different questions on essays, on comprehension, on summary. But for this particular video, we are looking at how questions are set. And so, pay attention. You have watched the video, and you have seen all that has been said. Now you have to go back to the drawing board, watch the video again, get your past questions, find out what we have watched in this video. Does it coincide or rhyme with what I have in the past questions? Do all that and help yourself. For better clarification, you must do all these things to be sure that you actually enjoy this video and you have looked at the past question to see that what is in this video is not different from what you have in your past questions. Having said all this, I'd like you to share, like our video, share, and then give us a feedback in the comment section of what you find very interesting about this video. I will see you in my next video, where I will treat how questions are set in comprehension, which is the section B of paper 2. Thank you for listening.